Well, we do have roses here at Rose Cottage. A good display this year. I wanted to have a go trying to sum up the life of Alan Findlay in just a handful of pictures that I've displayed around the garden. Alan had a charmed life, I think. He was robustly healthy up until about the last 18 months. I always had this instinctive feeling that he was well loved, and that was why he was able to love in the way that he did. I was on the receiving end of his unconditional love for 18 wonderful years, the best years of my life. Let's have a look at these pictures. Moving around the garden, heading for the first picture. This splendid semi in the picture here, picture 1, is known as Ridgemont. The left hand part of the semi detached. This was Alan's home during his preschool years, his first home. It's in the shadow of the Wallace Monument at Causeway Head in Stirling, and Alan says his first memory was of searchlights in the night sky over Stirling to celebrate VE Day at the end of the Second World War. There's a bit of a tale about this house, that when Alan was sleeping in his cot, a burglar broke in, and the burglar was spotted by Alan's mother, and the burglar was somewhat inept. He jumped off the balcony here in the picture and broke both legs, and tried to throw his ill-gotten gains into a pond which was frozen. On to picture number 2, just over here. This is Alan with his younger sister Alison. You'd think this photograph was taken yesterday. Alan's father was a skilled photographer. Alan spent most of his growing years in Perth with his family, and here they are on one of the many happy family holidays that he enjoyed all over Scotland. And here is the beloved, looking cute enough when he graduated in geography at Aberdeen University. He started his working life with British Rail in management training. It has to be said, he soon became disillusioned with it because he had a passion for all things running on rails, and of course the management training turned out to be more about actual management than it was about the actual trains. He moved on from this and went on to teach geography at Inverness Royal Academy, and it's amazing just how many people now stop me and say, "Oh yes, I remember Alan, he taught me geography." So moving across now towards picture number 4, and the picture is of Rose Cottage here, as it looked when Alan bought it in the early 1970s. He bought it from Colonel Cameron of the Aldari estate. It was priced at £1,999, and his father advised Alan to pay the extra £1, so he bought it for £2,000, I think in 1971, and there was no pavement there, no street lighting here indoors at that time, I don't think. Alan lived here for 50 years and until the moment that he died. Picture number 5, well, it's in fact 2 pictures. I was saying that I thought Alan's life was somewhat charmed, and he always enjoyed everything he did. These 2 pictures here that I'm about to show you sort of represent his outdoor adventures that he had with many friends. He climbed all the Scottish Munros twice, at least twice, and he climbed all the Corbetts as well. He went on many great treks and hikes around the world, across Europe to the Karakoram Mountains and Mustang in Asia. Much of Australia and New Zealand he explored. And then lastly, while he was on honeymoon with me, we explored all the national parks of Northern California. And then in this picture here is Alan featured with his racing bike, which he built himself. He also built a mirror dinghy, which he launched from the garden here at Rose Cottage onto Loch Ness. I'm coming along here now and round to picture number 6, Alan's beloved trams. Alan particularly loved the Glasgow trams, and his transport books were a source of great comfort to him over the last months of his life. He first fell in love with trams on visits to Glasgow as a boy to see his grandparents. He was an accomplished artist, as this picture shows. He painted this picture. Alan's other interests were Scottish country dance music. He played the piano and was a fiddle player, an enthusiastic member of the Inverness Fiddlers. So, picture number 7. I met Alan in 2004. Alan was heavily involved with the Gay Outdoor Club. We hit it off straight away, and the rest is history, as they say. And then in 2013 we became civilly partnered. We were together for 18 years. And now on to our final picture, picture number 8. It was towards the end of March this year, 2022, that Alan and I made the trip to Oxfordshire to attend the wedding of Alan's stepson, Alex. It turned out to be the last significant trip away from Rose Cottage that Alan made. Of course, how do you represent a whole life with just a handful of pictures? Well, of course you can't. But I've had a good go.